Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't been here before, well, we're talking RC cars. It's been a while since my last video. Kind of got sidetracked with another rabbit hole, the Pew Pew rabbit hole. Do not recommend. Very fun, very expensive, and it can consume a lot of time. So it's nice being back here to RC cars. And today we're going to talk about the Typhon 3S and the upgrades for it. And was it a good idea? Is it not? You know, I'm sure that everybody's seen these kits and we'll find out. I mean, yeah, this car's been converted to a street car, so maybe everything will be fine. But let's get into it. Now, this kit came out of the box, ready to go, anodized blue, came with the wrench, multiple new bearings for basically everything, all new screws for everything, which is probably a really good thing considering after bashing how much, you know, the beating takes on the vehicle and how hard some of the screws are to get out and rusted and malformed and everything else. So it's very nice and very refreshing to see we're going to get all new hardware across the board, and it's not just the parts themselves. So that was really refreshing working with this kit. One of the big questions we had ordering this kit was, will it fit slightly older models? This being an older model car, you can tell by the body. We did have some concerns, especially when it came to the motor mount and the drive section. Would it actually bolt up correctly? And yes, no problems with it. Everything went smoothly. Very, very good craftsmanship yet again. One of the things not shown in the video as part of the assembly was the new slipper clutch, or lack thereof. It becomes a spool / direct drive and kind of eliminates the slipper clutch. Again, I guess it's a good question out there. Everybody can decide for themselves in this hobby. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I mean, I've seen lots of different ways to go with that. I'm not sure which one is the best. I guess it's, you know, all up to you and what you want to do in the hobby and what you want to make of it. So try it out. If it doesn't work, go back or never go back. I don't know. Now, as you can see here, as I'm holding up the shock, you can see not very well, I apologize, it didn't focus very well, but the shaft thickness. One, we went from plastic shocks to all aluminum body shocks, which is great, but the actual shaft themselves on the shock got much thicker, which is great, because I felt that these shocks on this vehicle was kind of, I mean, it definitely worked for what it was. When I say it was great and did the job, no, it did the job. It wasn't great. So I was very happy to see all brand new shocks, all aluminum, adjustable, which is great. Had the threads on it, the collars, versus the plastic pieces you had to push in that sometimes either broke or just popped out. So these are definitely a level up on the shock for this car. One of the biggest upgrades I was really happy to see is metal drive shafts, front and rear to each tire, versus the plastic ones before that definitely could break very easily. Now, I know everybody's going to say it's not a good idea to put aluminum on the arms. I could go both ways with that, right? Like, that's an argument to be had, especially for a street car or for something you jump. You know, it just depends on how you want to bash it and how you want to send it and what you're into getting out of the hobby. But it does look nice, and you know, I got to be honest, on a street car, I don't see a problem with it unless you, of course, put it into a wall, and then you're going to have worse problems, right? So who knows? We'll find out. Now, as you can see here, as we move around the car, you can see that some of the options are glaringly obvious here, especially on the steering. There's 3 holes now to tie into on the steering versus a singular hole. On the arms, front and rear, you've got 3 different mounting spots to change the shock location at different angles based upon your needs. In conclusion, everything so far points to being very positive. The car drives excellent. Turning is much faster, much better. The shocks are exactly what this car needed. Much more responsive, but not bouncy. It's no longer rolling in the corners. And the getting rid of the slipper clutch, I think, for street made a great difference in drivability. Granted, that's up to, you know, interpretation for everybody out there. But, you know, at the end of the day, if it puts a smile on your face, then you're doing it right. You know, unfortunately, this is just a hobby. You're going to break things, clearly. And that's all part of it. But trial and error. Just have fun with it. If you have any questions, comments, please put them below. I'll try to answer every one of them as I always do. If you need anything more direct, let me know. Have a good one, everybody. Happy motoring.